Hey, what's happening to you guys? Pyros here and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about something very controversial. Now, I'm only saying controversial because what I'm about to say is controversial. And this may end up getting me a bunch of dislike. I think I've already talked about this in my previous video and it also got me a bunch of dislike. But I wanted to express my thoughts and opinion now that I've gotten a little bit more knowledgeable of the situation. So as you guys know, Pokemon Sword and Shield is going to be coming out I think in November 15. The game got leaked and we know exactly how many Pokemons are going to be available in this new version. So out of the 807 Pokemons currently available, out of 807 there's only going to be half of that in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And a lot of people have been discussing it, they've been complaining about it, they've been ranting about it, they've just been saying all this bunch of stuff, like, how can you even call this a Pokemon game, having only 400 Pokemons, and especially 400 of Pokemons that we don't even want in the game. It's like, there's a lot of back and forth when it comes to this whole new national Pokedex thing. And, you know, for the most part, I understand it. This time around, I actually understand where people are coming from. With all the videos that I've seen of people trying to show how Game Freak has been lazy, they've been taking shortcuts, their reasoning behind not adding all 807 Pokemon, or at the very least 600 Pokemons, isn't justifiable. I get that. Now I actually do. I actually do understand where people were coming from. I saw the receipts, I saw the evidence, and I finally understood why people were mad and annoyed about Pokemon Sword and Shield, because if they've actually improved the game, like we were talking about new animation, more content, things of that nature, 400 Pokemons would have been justified. And I honestly think 400 Pokemons is justified. I mean, most of you guys, let's be honest with you, let's be real. If we had all 807 Pokemons, everybody's going to be running with the same 6 Pokemon they've been running since Gen 1. Or Gen 2, or whatever you started with. They're just going to be running with the same Pokésets all the way to this new game. So, that's why I can't take this rant seriously, from my opinion. And the reason why I can't take it seriously is because I never played Pokemon the way you guys played Pokemon. That's what's kind of confusing to me. I know people have attachment to these Pokemons. If you've caught your first shiny Pokemon back in Gen 1, you want to keep it all the way to the next generation. It's like there's some sentiment behind it. I get that. Now I actually do. I do get this now. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, when you really think about this, I know. Like, here's the thing, right? Let me just emphasize this just one more time. I understand what people were saying. Game Freak was not justified in cutting half of the Pokemon list and still providing the same animations they've been using since Gen whatever. They're taking shortcuts, it's clearly lazy attempt, I get it, no justification whatsoever. But we need to remember that Pokemon, at the end of the day, whether we want to accept it or not, it's a game for kids. I know, you don't want to hear this, but and I know obviously as someone like me, like, you know, I grew up with the Gen 1, with the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue or Green or whatever. I grew up with it. I haven't been consistent with the Pokemon games. I pick up Pokemon Red, and I skipped all the way to Pokemon Diamond, and I skipped all the way to Pokemon, no, actually I played Emerald. And then I skipped all the way to Pokemon Diamond, and then I skipped once again to Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then I'm obviously now going to be picking up this new version because I have the Nintendo Switch. So I haven't been consistent, so I don't have an attachment to any of my Pokemons I have caught. I play them, I lose the data, and I just move on. But I don't understand the complaints. It's like, you guys are complaining about this, and like I said, it's justified complaints. But you guys are going to end up buying the game. That's what blows my mind. It's like, you guys are going to end up buying the game anyways. So why complain? I mean, I know some people have been theorizing that they're gonna release a new version of the game like they always do, and they're gonna end up adding all the Pokemons in there. I feel like if they do that, they're gonna at least release some type of update to compensate the people who've already bought the game, because they know that they've already pissed off a huge community, within the Pokemon community. So they're not gonna do something stupid like that, maybe. But I don't know. For me personally, I don't see it as a bad thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is how I really think about this. It's 400 Pokemons. I know realistically, I'm not gonna catch all 400 Pokemon. I know that the motto for Pokemon is gotta catch them all, but gotta catch them all. But realistically, I've never actually caught all Pokemons in a game. I know you can do it, but I just never did it. Like, you know what I mean? I look for the coolest Pokemon, build my team, and that's it. That's how I play. So I guess from my perspective, I don't really care. To be honest, really, I really don't. When I buy the game, I'm gonna go do some Pokemon hunting, get the 8 badges, you know, defeat the gym leader, become the Pokemon master, build my 6 powerful team, play some couple of online matches, and then just move on. I just move on. That's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I see people complain on Twitter, and it's funny to me. Like, it's funny. It really is. Because at least if you want to look at it from the bright side, if you want to look at this from the bright side, at least you'll be forced to use some brand new Pokemons you wouldn't initially have used in the past. If they gave you all 807 Pokemons, which I think rightfully they should have, but they didn't. If they did, you would have just ended up looking for your favorite Pokemons, build your team like you've always done in the past, and then never try out some of these new Pokemons. Now you have to. And I know that the justification is that they want to only add Pokemons from the Galar region, and that's it. Which also makes sense lore-wise. And I know there's some Pokemons like Lillipup that didn't make it into the, you know, into the Galar region when Lillipup actually. Let me just make sure I got that Pokemon right. I literally just pulled a Pokemon out as a Lillipup. That's a Pokemon, isn't it? Yeah, Lillipup. It looks like an English dog, so that Pokemon apparently didn't make it into the Galar region. So it's like, well, technically, Lillipup didn't initially. I don't know. This fucking game is so confusing. It's the most controversial game I've ever seen. Every time Pokemon Sword and Shield pops up in my timeline, it's always someone complaining about it, and it's like, here's the thing, right? I've never spent so much energy on something that I know I'm not gonna purchase. I will complain. Obviously, everyone has the right to complain about anything that they want, but if I know I'm not gonna purchase it in the end, why would I waste my time continuing to complain? The people who are complaining, they're gonna end up buying it. That's it. That's the wild part. It's like they're gonna end up purchasing it. I promise you, they've already. Let me show you something. This is fucking crazy. Ah shit! I'm still in the match in Smash. Anyways, I have the game pre-ordered. I'm ready to go. I just don't care. I legitimately don't care, because here's the reason why I don't care. Aside from the splitting of half of the Pokemon list, right? The game is doing stuff that I've been waiting for since Gen 1. I've always wanted to play a 3D Pokemon game. I've always wanted to see my Pokemon in 3D. I've always wanted to just experience a new way of playing Pokemon. The game is doing it. Yes, some sacrifices have to be made, and obviously those sacrifices don't make any fucking sense whatsoever, but it's giving me enough reason to buy the game. That's just what that's just what I'm saying. So that's just my thoughts and opinion on it. That's just my thoughts and opinion on the whole controversy thing. I use the word controversy. It's not really controversial. It really isn't. It's just, you either buy the game or you don't. No in betweens. Game Freak isn't going to change. The game is coming out in less than 2 weeks. You're wasting your time complaining. You really are. I'm being honest with you. You really are wasting your time complaining about the game that's not gonna change. It's not, and I promise you, come November 15, this game is gonna be #1 top seller in the UK chart, in the US chart, because people are just gonna buy the game regardless. And it's competing against Death Stranding, Sonic, and Mario at the Olympics 2020. What other games is coming out? Red Dead Redemption 2. There was another game. Oh yeah, Star Wars, the new Star Wars game, and it's still gonna beat all of them, because so many of you are gonna keep talking about the game, and everyone's gonna end up purchasing it. And do you know why? Do you know why this game is gonna actually be top seller? Because despite the fact that the Pokemon community is such a strong, passionate community, the rest of the people who play Pokemon are casual motherfuckers. They don't give a fuck how many Pokemons end up being in the game. If it's low, they're gonna be sad about it, but they're not gonna care. If it's high, they're gonna be great about it, they're gonna be happy about it, but they're not gonna catch all the Pokemons. I don't know. I know I'm gonna get a lot of dislike Probably not. I don't know. But I'm telling you, 400 Pokemons. It's not that bad. They could have gone 200 if I'm being honest with you. They could have gone through 200. I know I've seen leaks saying that the initial game, the pre-game or whatever, is 400 Pokemons, but then when you beat the game, it jumps to 639. I mean, it could be, but I've also heard that the leak has been debunked or something like that. Like the leaks have been, finicky for late. Anyways, just one last point that I want to make. I think it's very important that I make this point. A moment of silence for all of my Sobble squads out there. I'm a Skull Bunny stan, so don't worry about it. But but the Sobble evolution is a tragedy. It's just sad. I mean, in some images it looks kind of cool, but bruh, yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Koki, the grass type Pokemon, has the coolest final evolution. I mean, he looks like a beast. Skull Bunny looks pretty dope as well, but bro, they just murdered and then the water type. But no, anyways, let me know what you guys think of the 400 Pokemon National Dex quote-unquote controversy. I know last time I was very harsh about it when I made that video, because I really didn't understand it. I genuinely didn't understand why people are still reacting. It's almost 2 weeks. No, actually, by the time I made that video, it was like 2 months prior. But I really didn't get it. I really, honestly, did not understand it whatsoever. But it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm not tripping. I feel like people should just move on, I guess. I understand the sentiment behind raising your Pokemon since Gen 1, the attachment that you might have with them, but at the end of the day, if you're just being realistic, it's just codes and data. Ones and zeros. If you really miss those Pokemon, yeah, this is gonna piss you off, but you can just go back and play those games. Buy an emulator, or no, not buy an emulator, sorry. Download an emulator and then just play it. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to say. It's one of those. We have better things to be discussing, like how people are trying to justify Death Stranding not being fun. These are bigger, more. I know I've pissed a lot of people off, but my honest opinion. That's why I have this YouTube channel. For my honest opinions, just to see if anyone else thinks like me. Because I don't care. I really don't. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Pokemon. I can't say that. I mean, I'm a fan of Pokemon, but I'm not that big of a fan. Like, I'm not gonna complain 24/7. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this whole thing. I'm Pyros. And yeah, have mercy on my dislike ratio. I know it's gonna be bad, but I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.